All right, station ID.
I already went live. I'm faster than you.
I don't see nothing. I'm watching commercials on Laz's side here. Tuna, tuna fish.
Yeah, I should
We is
stop.
live. I'm on sitting on this hot air balloon of death, hosted by NBNN. The Laz and Jack show is fixing to come to you live at no other better location than Party Central in Owl's Head. NBNN, poof, blows your freaking minds.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack. Today we are actually joined by our friend Led Zepp in TeamSpeak, and now he's going to pretend to be mute.
Hey, he's not here, man.
Yep. Pretending to be mute.
Better.
Hey,
Laz talks.
You're not far enough for the background.
How's it going?
Welcome, Zep. How you doing today?
Pretty good considering.
Considering you're up this early in the day to catch the Laz and Jack show.
Yes, I am.
Well, we appreciate you being here with us today.
Yep.
Wondering where our other partner in crime, Casey Cupcakes, has been.
Well, you have to remember he changed his work schedule from working nights to working days, and so he's probably working right now. So, I don't know exactly what his work schedule is, so hopefully we'll see him soon. But we need to talk about the melting down of items for store credit this week.
There was a great announcement yesterday, and we'll keep hammering on that throughout the week so people know that they're going to have time to melt down, cash in, gift, whatever it is they want to do with those items, sell them off.
Yeah, and if you actually pay attention to the trade forum, there has been an explosion of items that are for sale and they're selling quickly. I think someone actually posted their Dark Star items and they sold them within 15 minutes.
Really?
Yes, that was
Dark Star items going for? Have you been looking at those numbers? I haven't actually been paying attention to them.
I think Abidos actually sold them way too cheaply because he sold the cloak.
Really?
Yeah. It's one where he said like $120 for all 4 Dark Star items. But that's one where it's like he was charging $10 for the cloak, $5 for the emote, and I would actually have to go back to looking at that one. But I have seen the Dark Star rewards actually go for significantly more than that. Let me see. Let me find his. So that was yesterday. So he was charging $65 for the moon dial and $75 for the metronome.
Wow.
And it's.
Is anybody getting that price?
Well, someone bought all 4 of them for $120. So
120. Yeah. 33, $35 a piece.
Yeah. If you break it up, something like that. How about $30 a piece?
Okay, $30 a piece.
4 times 3 is 12, so add a 0.
You can transfer those.
4, 25.
Are those transferable at this point?
Yes, if you did not log into the game yesterday, then you all of your items in your add-on store are have been converted to actual like in-game items, and so you would actually be able to sit there and trade them. And so if you have the next opportunity to actually have all of your items melted down is going to be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that and wasn't sure how it worked, but yeah, I don't really have anything that I want to.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who have a lot of items that need to be stored, moved, shuffled, and as you buy them, they take up space. Gets a little interesting in the management end of them.
Yeah.
Go shuffling through your bank when your bank is full of every single thing that you own. Yeah, when you start and your bank is overloaded, you take one item out, you go, oh, sorry, your bank's full. You're overloaded. And I hope we're going to find a way and a solution to that.
Oh, it's going to be funny because since I've got all of my stuff on an account that I set up to just sell the items, so it's an account that's never logged into the game, and it's a very low-level account. It's like, how am I ever going to access all these items without pulling everything out?
Yeah, right. You know,
it's like, okay, let's pull everything out.
Just go chop some trees and make some boxes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really. That's what it comes down to. Is you better get out there and make some storage chests for yourself. And that is if you have a house. If you don't have a house and you pledge that high, probably isn't spending that kind of money in the store. But anyway, moving on. Didn't we give today's date, January 26, 2016, this morning yet? Just so the folks
no, we have not.
And repeats know what day the broadcast was on.
So you got 2 more days, right?
Yep.
Yes.
2 more days.
And then the server goes live at 10.
10:30 a.m.
10:30, and then there will be the Laz and Jack rush to Owl's Head. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that I log on to the proper account.
Yeah, really.
It's like, no, I logged into one without a house deed.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
No, I haven't had the problem there. I log into my main account 99.9% of the time. So,
Wait, who are you on today? I haven't actually looked. Oh, you're on your main account.
I'm on my main account.
That's the trick. Is
yesterday, for the first time in a while, we logged on as NBNN.
Yeah.
Just for giggles and grins. And it was funny, of course, when we first started doing this. I created Laz and running around playing on a $45 account while I've got an $800 account sitting on the side. You know, that was interesting.
Yep. So let's see. What are we going to talk about today? I keep on staring at the marketplace. What? Is that because someone... Well, you know what it's going to say today, right?
Bugs.
I mean, they're prepping everything for the release on Thursday, which is going to be bugs. And so for the next week, almost everything is just going to say bugs. I know that they're going to sit there and
say bugs.
Bugs. Yeah. Now, so reading through the thread about the Starr's announcement of the melting down for store credit, there was the person that sat there and said, "Hey, I don't see the winter telethon rewards on my account," and I noticed the same thing.
I read that.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think anybody has the winter telethon rewards on their account yet.
Gonna say, I read that and I went, it hasn't been released yet. What are they complaining about? We've gotten no notice that they're gonna be in this release at all.
I want my T-shirt. I want my T-shirt.
That's right. I want my T-shirt.
That hasn't been made yet either. I don't believe, right? They haven't made them yet.
I have no idea.
As far as we know, The artwork has been finalized, but the T-shirts have not yet been printed. At least that's the way we understood it from the telethon.
And I believe RG's got to sign mine. Dang it.
Yes, I believe all the ones that were won will come signed from Richard Garriott, a.k.a. Lord British himself.
See, now I'm going to have to buy another one.
Yep, just so that way you can wear one and
to sign it as well.
Yeah, I should have done that. I requested that Lotus Fire wear mine.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They were laughing about that. You wanted Fire Lotus to wear it first, and then have them sign it. I remember that.
Exactly.
That.
Or vice versa. I mean.
Well, that would involve a little bit of a logistics problem.
Yeah, they do have to ship it to Alaska.
About Chris shipping, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. It would require double shipping.
not just
It's not just the double shipping, you know.
It's the shipping of the first time.
It's all in fun. I'm sure he realizes that.
Oh yeah.
But fun nonetheless that we get to poke at him. But yeah, I was reading that post and I'm just going, I didn't even see an announcement that this stuff is released. What are they complaining about?
Well,
I think they should be happy that we get the chance to melt down.
No. I was talking about the people with the winter telethon rewards, and I think it's actually extremely generous that they decided to do this. I mean, because it really does facilitate the ability to migrate those items. If you really plan on selling your items, to offload them to an account that's not going to log into the game, and then from there you can sell them post-wipe until the game goes live.
Absolutely.
Or until the final wipe. Otherwise, you're going to incur that $25 add-on store charge of, you know what, it's like, this really is them being extremely generous with their time. I know I went through and I transferred a bunch of things off of different accounts that I own yesterday, just to consolidate them on my account that I use to sell goods. So that way I can actually add more things onto my page on Shroud Marketplace. So that way, if you're looking for rares that you don't have, you could always go to Shroud Marketplace and find them. And it's one where it's like, you know what? We're going to have Final Wipe coming soon. We're not allowed to announce the exact date yet, but it's going to be sometime this year.
This year, folks.
This year.
This year.
Yeah, we know it's this year.
And you know, as we thought it was going to be last year, we maybe want to be careful with that.
Yeah.
I thought
we were wrong last year, so
yeah.
You know, we're not batting 1,000 here. That's for sure.
They did say that they would release that information by the end of January on their page.
Yes.
Yes.
We know it's forthcoming. We've seen some talk on it, and that's all we can say.
Yeah. That's all we can say on air.
The official announcement, I believe, is going to come Friday.
I think so as well.
My understanding.
And I think it will come out on Friday just because it will give people, I mean, with the wipe, people trying the new stuff on Release 26, it will reinvigorate people's desire to play and test things.
Well, as with every release, we see that. We were talking about it yesterday, and I'm going to pan around here and actually look at that. There's actually somebody standing down there. But usually we have people coming and going all afternoon, and this is it's
a wipe week.
Syndrome, as we may call it.
It's getting empty up.
Yeah, people are just neglecting in real life during the rest of the release. and
Oh,
they
yeah.
know the wipe is coming, and they're going to take going to be balls to the wall Thursday morning. Trying those skills out, checking all the new magics out, checking all the new combat changes, everything they've changed. People are going to be out there messing with it and wanting to get a jump on the market. Now, of course, last few releases, actually this last release period since the last wipe has been pretty interesting to see from an economy standpoint. Wouldn't you say? Now, there was really no big gold exploit.
Yeah, other than
The
well,
fire elemental. Well, that was one. It wasn't an
No,
exploit.
that wasn't too bad. I mean, you had to be diligent. I checked that out just to
Yeah. True.
see what
the one thing that could be considered the exploit is the first iteration of farming.
the cotton. I mean,
cotton.
growing and correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not too many people are using that.
And
Well,
I mean, even myself,
wait,
who
hold
am
on.
doing a whole bunch.
Hold on, I've got what? How much cotton do I have on me?
Yeah,
I have 1,400 cotton on me. I can make a shit ton of spools of thread.
How many other people out there do you think planted a field like they did?
On a castle lot, no one.
Yeah, a
Just
full castle lot.
because those planters cost an arm and a leg.
That's right, and the seed and the water.
Yeah.
That was a guild-funded thing. No one person did that. If they did, I'd be shocked.
Well, the time is what the deal
But
is, right?
but once we go live, if the farming is capable of producing that much, because I think each plant was giving me 6 cotton, so 5 from the initial harvest and then 1 to take it down and replant it. Then from there, it's like over time, you will see that happening over and over again. So large fields of resources, but initially
again,
you won't see it.
In this
Is it?
cotton on my shoulder, in the field in the back there, and I've got some cotton growing out in Snug Harbor. Now, I was testing, and after I did not water them, they would only produce 1 cotton per plant compared to the
Okay.
ones out on the other side. When I harvested them and I watered them,
5.
I got 5 cotton per plant. Now, hearing you get 6 plus 1.
No, 5 plus 1.
I don't, 5 plus 1, 6 then.
Yes.
I don't know where the plus 1 came from.
Well, for some odd reason, it's like I would harvest it the first time. I mean, you can go watch this on video, where I would harvest it the first time, get 5, but it did not take down the plant. And so then it's like just harvest it a second time, and then you would get 1, and then it would replant the seed.
Is that
Interesting.
cotton?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's really the only thing I've really harvested. Which is
picking
kind,
party.
yeah, the cotton picking party, Doc's cotton picking party. But that's actually rather interesting because there are going to be changes done to agriculture in the sense that they're going to vary the amount of like cotton that's actually produced, and then from there,
Depending on your conditions.
yeah. And eventually they're going to make it to where if it rains in game, you don't have to go out and water your plants either.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see. We've heard about that, and we know we're going to see year, time of day. Like we see that with nightshade. You can only harvest nightshade at night. It only blooms at night.
So that
Little things that we see there.
Are
It's
you-
going to be manage all that. I mean, will too much water kill your plants? Is that going to be possible? All sorts of, will weather tear up and
And will plants go during the during winter.
I mean, all sorts of different things can happen here, and I love it because that's what makes one game like this that more intriguing.
You know what? I've read something somewhere, and I actually need to go buy something.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
Do tell.
Well, yes. I can't because it's Dev Plus.
It's what?
Dev
Ryan,
Plus.
you can go buy it.
Well, if you think of like the, I can't say it because it's Dev Plus. Privileged information for now.
All right, we'll share a link behind the scenes over here. Inquiring minds want to know. But in the meantime,
you guys are going to become meteorologists then and forecast weather?
Well, there goes Laz. No. Welcome back, Laz. Hopefully you'll click on the right tab.
Yeah. I went to move something and that
closed the window.
But
yeah, so
we were meteorology Monday, and we knew that.
Yeah, as far as the meteorology goes, I think this is where what was it? Blowin' Bloodgood made those awesome observations with the Novian Astronomy Club, to where he tracked down all the orbits of the planets, all of the systems, and then he tracked down when every single eclipse would actually occur over the course of a year.
I gotta tell you, there was an update to that, and he says he's gotta do his calculations all over from scratch.
Oh, man.
Well, can you guys tell me one thing? Which celestial body in the sky is actually the moon? I cannot figure that out.
Which one is the moon?
Yes.
Well, the two moons that collided are Daedalus.
Excuse me?
Okay, so if you are looking at my screen right now, you will be able to see the moon even though it is daylight. And there are two moons that actually collided. So this world used to have two moons, not just one. And they collided 400 years ago in game time. Actually, in game time, it would be 480 years ago. But that was the cataclysm. And then 200 years ago, the Obsidian Order. Are you looking at my screen?
Yes.
You should see the moon right there.
It's delayed, I believe.
Okay, well, let me move off the property. And
actually, I have a loading icon on your screen, so...
Oh. Yeah. And you also have to remember 30-second delay between what I say and what you see.
And what you're going to see, that's right.
Yeah, so, you're just loading. I don't know why.
Well, hit refresh.
Well, as this seems to work. All right, I'll get a bunch of commercials, but all right.
Hold on. let me go check.
I was going to say, I can just angle my camera up there and you see it.
I saw you pointing at something, Laz.
Yeah, so, in the sky, you do have the shattered moon, and that is because of the collision of two moons to form Daedalus. So, in part of that mythology, Feluca and Tremel.
So, which moon is referenced on the top of your screen? When it says waxing, waning, da-da-da-da.
That is what I'm actually confused about, because that doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, I see that.
Well, I originally thought that was based on two moons.
But that would only reference one moon, though. The waxing and the waning. And third quarter moon, that only references one. So that might be an error on their part. Or they're trying to say that's what Daedalus is doing, but you run into a problem because you know what? I can see all of Daedalus. I can see everything. So that makes no sense. And for some reason, I can actually see my Twitch stream with
Yours
no
is
problems.
coming through good on my side.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see everything now. I see everything.
Okay.
That cosmic. I thought that was supposed to be the Earth.
No, that is the shattered moon. So that is the 2 moons. Yeah. Now I need to go find Blowin' Bloodgood's meteorology post.
I guess so.
Hold
because
on, I got that for
I
you.
don't see how an exploded moon can wax and wane here, but
Yeah.
confused. I should go to that class that they have. Huh?
Yeah, we should all go to that meteorology class with Bowen Bloodgood. So, and I believe that is Friday nights at like 7:30 or something like that.
Yeah, I meant to attend one of those to actually see which moon is waxing and waning. Where is it? I just don't understand. But okay.
Because in here he says that he's starting out work on the New Britannia Astronomy 401.
101, 401.
Well, he did Astronomy 101, then he did Astronomy 201. He's up to Astronomy 301.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for the live version.
So what he's saying is that
videos.
he cannot believe that after watching it twice, after he posted it, that Purple is offset from the other orbits by 12 hours. As such, I cannot participate. And as such, it cannot participate in any major alignments. Orange and red never align together at true north. They only align in other parts of the sky. So one or both have to be adjusted, which is something I'll have to figure out later.
Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, he's constantly keeping up on this, and he is our top astronomer out there in the field right now.
Yeah. And what I think is funny is the fact that he actually said in one of those posts that in real life he doesn't even pay attention to astronomy. So I think that's hilarious.
No, because astronomy is going to be key to moving around and growing things, and
yeah, it's going to be eventually included in almost every major game system.
So it's going to be a key part of it. Now, I know a lot of people, and I'm thankful that Bowen is out there sharing this with the community, because there are a lot of people out there who may even already know this and are keeping it to themselves. You'll see things like that. People will find, a nice a trick or a method of doing things, and they won't share with other people. They go, "Hey, man, I know how to make this easier on your life."
Yeah.
Exploring it. And the time he put in on those solar system videos, I'm sure it took a little bit of time as well. And again, we thank him for that.
Yep.
Okay,
Now,
Talking about the Shroud Marketplace, I'm on the newspaper. I'm looking to see out there what else we got from the NBNN Daily today.
perfect time for me to grab a coffee.
Time for a coffee break.
Time for a coffee. Oh, yeah.
Do we have any drink sponsors out there?
No. Because I'm drinking water.
We got a Pepsi.
But then you have to swing some suicidal tendencies.
No.
Not today.
All I wanted was a Pepsi. And she
Just
wouldn't
one.
give it to me.
Just one Pepsi. I love suicidal tendencies.
Oh, man.
All, that was
This
it.
is Mike.
Yes.
All Mike wanted was a Pepsi. She wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah, seeing that on Facebook was hilarious.
This is Mike. Mike's been institutionalized. Help free Mike. All he wanted was a Pepsi. That's right. Those
Yep.
were some funny memes. Now we have an article from Stephen Hawking, but I think that's a little bit too irrelevant. Yeah, we have a topic
No.
called "What's in it for
What?
GMs?" We made the NBNN Daily. Huge.
What I miss?
Oh, what
The
Jack
moon,
said
probably.
is commentary in text. Now we have Odyssey 201 asking the question, what's in it for the GMs? You know, my point is giving more intense... what is it? Is giving more incentive to the GMs to help.
So, as far as what is the point of helping someone level up their character?
Yeah, what is my reason for helping? Yeah.
Well, that would be helping people.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, maybe a way to, if you have some negative dings in your virtues, allow you to remove some of those negative dings, maybe.
I don't know what the Oracle would say about that, but
Well, the Oracle, we still have questions about the Oracle, and that's a good topic as well. You know, the Oracle has its all-seeing eyes out about, and there's a lot of you know, question as to what the Oracle is, what role the Oracle plays, why we even have the Oracle.
Or even if the oracle's benevolent, if it's good.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot of questions out there on the Oracle.
I mean, even though it's
omniscient, I don't think so.
No, no,
The Watchers
bene-
aren't everywheres, right?
well, they are. They're just invisible because
Oh,
everything
really?
gets tracked by the game. So even though you don't see a watcher and you say you steal something, it's still tracked and negatively affects your virtue.
I thought there was areas that was out of the authority of the Oracle. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Not as I know.
We'll have to find out in game when the
we
game
won't
goes
really
live.
know that until we go live, and assume that if you don't see any watchers, you know, you're not being watched. But
Well, you have to assume that you're being watched all the time by something.
yes, Big Brother is watching. The all-seeing eye
Yeah.
in the sky.
I mean, but that's one where it's like, since the Oracle is not giving out the full prophecy, and the prophecy is open to interpretation, maybe the Oracle is guiding you to the downfall, and we won't find that out.
The Avatar.
Well, even by saying that you are the Avatar and saying that you are virtuous, what happens if the virtuous thing to do is to destroy the world in the end? Although, since that's counter to episodes 2, 3, 4, and 5, that's not going to be the case, but still, that's a good what if.
What if the Oracle's lying?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Okay, we now. Hey, ooh, that's an interesting premise.
What's
but,
controversial there?
well, we know NPC vendors. We know that they know when you're lying to them. So
Are you talking about like Mira?
any of the vendors, you know, you can lie to the vendors and tell them you're somebody else, and they will go, okay. But supposedly they know you're lying if you're not giving them the real information. That's my
Yeah.
understanding of the mechanics.
Well, they remember your names. They remember everything that you tell them. Unfortunately, it's like their dialogues are relatively limited. So it's like if they're asking for your name, and then it's like, but like, let's go talk to Mira real quick.
Okay, tell them your name's Lazarus Long. That's what I tell them.
Yeah.
My name's
What do you
Lazarus
got
Long.
standing
And they tell
there?
me, oh, hi, Lazarus.
We got a couple people over here. You got Badger, Backslayer.
Watch out for the donkey's dangler.
I miss my donkey. Okay, so we go talk to her. So what do we want to do here?
Well, it's like,
She doesn't ask her name, I don't believe.
no, she doesn't.
Yeah, some of them do, and I just give them a bogus name like Lazarus Long.
I just said my name is Lazarus, and she's like, "Welcome to Owl's Head, Lazarus. I hope you enjoy my."
Yep.
And
That's what
I
do.
said, my name is Jack Frost. She says, welcome.
But then when I said my name is Jack, she says, "Welcome to Owl's Head, Jack Cynicist."
Interesting.
Yeah, so she actually recognized my full name. So that's
I just
weird.
asked her, what is my name? She says, my name is Myra.
Yeah, that's one where it's like, as far as like the NPCs remembering everything, doing everything else, it actually becomes kind of BS. But come over here to this guy right here, Morgan,
Yeah.
and ask him for
Where did you go? Hang on a
What?
second.
right across the street.
Ask him for the fruit of his loins. See what he
So, and if you look at this, so I'm sure you noticed the peddler Myra across the street. She set up shop so close, it's impossible for me to work. What I want you to do is talk to Todd and tell him that Myra's meat is spoiled and made you ill. If you can do that, I will give you a permanent discount for any wares you care to purchase from my humble shop, along with a 20 gold payment for services rendered. What say you, traveler?
I say my meat's just fine. But when you go and tell her that, she no longer talks to you, right?
Yeah. But this time I actually wrote, no, you only sell fish. And he's like, fine, no discount for you. And it wrote of the odd exchange in the journal. And so let's go. A merchant in Alice asked me to discredit a competitor across the street named Myra by telling one of her customers that the meat she is selling is spoiled and made me sick. I told him I would not do such a thing, which did not make him very happy. So I'm going to completely mess up both of these quests, okay? So let's go find this Todd.
Todd's right there.
I know. I got to make sure this is Todd.
Yeah, it's Todd.
Okay. I'm waiting for him to actually respond because we've got some chat lag. And you know what I hate more than anything else?
Chat like.
Chat lag.
That's what I thought.
Waiting for the NPC dialogue to open up.
Now, from there, it's like I just told... I instead of saying that Myra is selling spoiled meat, I actually just said, Todd, have you heard about spoiled meat around here? And his response was, what, you mean she's selling food that made you ill? Are you sure?
So he's aware, huh?
Yeah. And then it's like, what? You mean she is selling food that made you ill? Are you sure? No. Oh, I was worried for a moment there. But like, so it's like I'm going to actually intentionally do this that way because I already told the guy across the street that I'm not going to do this.
I think you're still going to get a discount.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of discount
So,
do you give?
and so Myra somehow overheard me, and Myra the farmer will no longer buy from or sell to you. Which is pretty funny because it's like there's an immediate consequence for my actions, even though I am not on this dude's quest. So let's go talk to him and let's see what he. So I just went back to him. I told him that I told Todd, and then he gave me the 20 gold, and it finished the quest. But it's like, if you think about that, that needs to be.
You say the wrong thing before.
Well, you just changed your mind. That's all.
Yeah, I changed my mind, but can I go up to Myra and actually apologize to her?
Oh,
well, you tried that.
interesting theory.
So it's like
you get on your knees. I heard, and well, I can't say that on the air, but
Sure, you can.
So even if I try to say I'm sorry.
I mean, isn't there some kind of atonement?
yes, it's called a favor.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry I hurt you. What can I do to make it up to you? It's like, you awful liar. I want nothing to do with you. Be gone. It's like, okay, so I fucked up. I mean, excuse me. Excuse my language. I messed up.
Oh my
How do I how do I get back in Myra's good graces and atone for my bad deed?
Your bad deeds, your misdoings. That's right.
Yeah.
I think you got to meet her at the end, and you have to put a certain.
Get down on my knees and ask her to lift her skirts.
Did anybody catch Lucifer?
I didn't catch that.
The intro scene was quite interesting.
For
That's all
what?
I'm gonna say.
Which one?
Lucifer.
No.
Where is he located?
There was a new show on Fox last night called Lucifer.
Oh, that I've seen. Yeah.
And going.
So go ahead and just describe
he
it.
walks into this bar, and the bartender has got her back against the bar, and she turns her head over and says hello to her, and then a minute later, a guy gets up from off underneath waist level and gets up and walks away, and then she finally turns around, and you get the picture. But it was an interesting intro for a primetime TV show.
Yeah, I've seen trailers
It was.
on that, but I haven't seen the show. Was it last night?
Yes, it was.
Premiere or whatever you call it. Yeah.
It was pretty interesting too. I got a good laugh out of it.
Sounds like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, they portray Lucifer as wow. He's a mischievous little fella. I suggest checking it out and watching it. It was funny, at least for the premiere. Whether they can keep it up or not, that's another whole story.
Maybe I should go download it right now.
But meanwhile, again, we got a wipe coming up Thursday.
Yep.
Tomorrow we'll have information that we can share with everybody about the upcoming wipe and the forthcoming release. A lot of good stuff coming out. We're again constantly adding stuff. I've been exploring Erie, a fascinating little town. It is. I see some corn growing in a field out there, which leads me to believe that we may be getting corn as something that may make an appearance. It looks like dead corn out there. Nobody's been tending to it, but it's corn nonetheless.
Yeah, I thought I saw some wild corn in my grasslands template.
There is some in another
might
town.
be. There might be. Grasslands. Kendrick Darrow has got a grasslands template this past.
So do I.
Release coming up.
So do I.
I have to go check it out.
And it looks really nice.
And mine's on the wrong side for the hat quest. My town is on the wrong side of the hat quest.
Is that a particularly hard one this time, or?
Well, okay, so my town is on the opposite side of Sanctus Spine, and that's going to be one of the zones for the. Since this has been talked about in the weekly updates that they are working on Sanctus Spine, or was in the daily updates.
Yeah, but I don't think we should be revealing the hat quest.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
That's on the test server for anybody who wants to go, right?
Yeah, it's on the QA server.
It's on the test server, but we can't tell you what it is. If you want to go and you've got Dev Plus access, you can go check it out in the preview. But we can't release that information.
Yeah.
Not until it's, Lisa.
Not until Wednesday. Because Wednesday, I'm expecting that post to go live because Starr likes to do things early.
Give us an early release preview, as it may be, and get everybody all fired up about what's coming in on Thursday. That's usually how he rolls with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to wait for that. And while we're sitting there talking about it, let's just take a quick peek. I don't think so.
Now, the two updates that I normally look for are not there. But we already know the stand-up corridor is going to be bugs, more bugs, and some more bugs. And then from there, I do not see any new posts on, what's it called?
I don't know. What is it called?
I don't know. I'm lost. I got distracted looking at sounds of the avatar.
Let's see. Is this still in the box here?
What, the sounds of the avatar? Oh, are you talking about Richard Garriott's? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not in the box.
The funny that is so funny that the thing is labeled 1973, but Richard said it was 1983. When his dad was on Skylab. Huh?
As Casey must have picked that up.
Oh.
We were storing it in the chest over there so that we can pick people, but it's not there.
Yeah, but the fact that Richard Garriott's mom pranked, and Richard's dad pranked NASA from Skylab is pretty funny.
No, what is that? I didn't hear that story.
You have not heard the recording yet?
No, I don't think he has.
Oh.
It's a wax cylinder.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not in one of these two? I don't have access to either one of them.
No, it should have been in this one right over here. At least that's where you should have access to that one, don't you?
Not anymore. Ashmal removed my... Oh, wait, yeah, that's because Jack Frost has access, not Jack Synesist. That's why I don't have access to the slot.
Identity crisis here.
I know. It's like... I'm going to name all of my characters Jack whenever this goes live, just for grins.
Yeah, not in there.
Go check the two over there. Yeah. Oh, so it was there? maybe Casey stole it.
So what is this? A recording of the prank?
Yeah, it's a recording of the prank. Let's see.
Gorilla song and salty dog shanty.
Dun, dun, dun. How so? You can do that inside of your.
I know, I have them all turned up.
Oh wait, yeah, that one is a little bit low compared to the radio and some of the others.
Yeah, but I have my volume tuned so that we barely hear the game background.
Yeah.
So it's not the sounds you hear on the radio.
Yep, I have mine lowered as well.
Let's just see if I can fix that.
Yeah, I brought it up some. I was looking for the video on YouTube.
But even then, it's really low. Anyway, enough of that.
Melted down. Did you last?
What's that?
Melted down. Did you by accident?
No. That's something that Lord British actually came and just dropped off with us. So it's not something that you can buy.
Well, I think you got it if you purchased the phonograph from the store. I think it was one of the wax cylinders that came with it.
Really?
Yeah. I think I have it on one of my accounts.
No. I
Um,
could have sworn I bought the phonograph in the store.
Did you do it on that account?
I remember, guys, let me show you this. And he dropped it with us. That's what I remember.
Yes, that is how Richard delivered it to us. He traded it to me, but I did not have permissions on the lot. And that was when Richard actually joined us in TeamSpeak during the Laz and Jack show.
Speaking of Richard, he just did an interview with folks over on Abaton's radio recently. And about a 45-minute interview for anybody who's interested in the latest interviews. Amber Rain has got it out there on her SoundCloud. Check it out there. And speaking of which, I think we're getting about to the point where we got to get those guys back on the air here. Get a little time with them and see if we can talk about
Get some updates. Yeah.
at this point in this stage of the game, how they're feeling about everything, all that good stuff. I think I'll get a letter off to these guys next day or so. And,
Ask for second interviews.
so I'm asked for. They were asked for after the first interviews. I said, "Would you
Well,
like to come back?" No, they've all agreed to come back. It's crazy.
Yes.
Still have yet to get though is Shooter. We got to get Shooter on.
Well, I that's partially my fault because first I haven't followed up with something and I have not asked him recently. Yeah, he's on tour right now with Countach.
With Marilyn Manson.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Marilyn Manson is singing one of the songs with him. Richard Garriott is doing one of the songs with him, as well. And it's a homage to an 80s icon, which is Giorgio. So, and the album is called Countach.
And he sings, right?
First play on that before anybody else in the nation.
Oh.
Actually, they're based out of Canada, so I don't know how they're going to They get first play. I do know that, and that's really cool for them.
That is awesome.
Now, also, I come to find out that our friend and pal Casey Cupcakes was interviewed on Avatar's Radio this past weekend. I don't know if you heard any.
Oh, why was he interviewed?
I don't know. We got a celebrity hanging out with us, and we haven't had him around to go ahead and ask him.
I know. It's like.
Such a celebrity.
I know. It's like I love Casey and everything, but he doesn't bring me cupcakes. He takes them to. I know. It's like. And there was some news. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Just realized 4 minutes. Okay, so first off, we do need to thank our sponsors for the show. That is going to be Soda Craft for all of your crafting needs, Soda Taming for all of your taming needs, Shroud Marketplace for your buying and selling of all your goods, our good friend Ben over at Relics by Rild for all of our soda swag, and if you want that 10% off, yes, coffee mugs are now available with high quality graphics. So they if you want 10% off those sales, remember to use NBNN. And I'm probably missing someone at this point. Oh yeah, don't forget to listen to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, WRFB.rocks. Yes, then we also need to include a few more songs on there. Then after that, we do have our calendar as well today that we need to get through in the next minute and a half. Do you think I can do it? Okay, let's go ahead and display the calendar. Remember, to access the calendar, go to nbnn.info. Click on the button that says Calendar at the top. All times are Central Standard Time in the real world, New Britannia time in game. So today is Tuesday, January 26th at 2 o'clock on Avatar's Radio. Amber Rain is taking over the airwaves for some 80s and more. As well as, while you're doing that, you can always join Sean Silverfoot and Pax Lair and hang out with the Pax Lair Town Manager Hour. So if you have any questions about Pax Lair, you can go talk to him, as well as any of its boroughs: Dragon's Watch, Tennakill, Lockbriar, Island of Wonders, Nowhere, Sea Nymph Grotto, and Serenity Isle. At 4 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Eclipse Maiden is taking over the airwaves for some blonde goodness. At 6 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Dr. DJ Sully is going to be doing his Faster and Louder show. And while listening to that, you can always join Kazan Phoenix Fire out in the Phoenix Republic, actually in Soul Town, with his new citizen outreach. So if you're a new player to the game, you can go hang out with Kazan Phoenix Fire and inquire and understand New Britannia. At 7 p.m., the Every Virtue is Lasting Guild is having a dungeon crawl. They're going to be meeting in Owl's Head at the center of town near the trainer, so right in front of the NBNN studio. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio is going to be DJ Lady Addie with 80s and more. So that is all of the calendar for Shroud of the Avatar on Tuesday, January 26th.
I have to ask, you said 2 o'clock in Bahrain.
Yes. On Avatar's Radio.
2 for Tuesday.
The description says 80s and more. I know in radio parlance that Tuesday is always 2 for Tuesday, but I am lost. I have no control over Avatar's Radio because I have no idea.
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on my side, that's all.
What are you seeing on your side?
Tuesday, 2 p.m. Doesn't say Amber Rain.
Well, have you hit the refresh button? Hit that F5 and look at it again. Because I don't see Celine doing. So it appears they changed their schedule. Is that what you're saying?
Say goodnight, Gracie. All
Good
right.
night. So am I right or are you right? What's going on here? Are we looking at different calendars? That was Laz. This is Jack. Thank you everybody for watching. We really do love everybody. Thank you for the follows. Thank you Led Zepp for participating today, and remember that we do this for you guys.
That's right. We can't do it without you folks. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. We're gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned to MDNM for more news, sports, crazy wild happenings, entertainment, interviews, and more. We're here tuned. Until next time.
I love you, baby.
We love our fans.
We love everybody. I don't drink Bud Light because it sucks as a beer.